You're trapped in an elevator. Someone smiles and says, "Long day, huh?" And instantly, you're fantasizing about the emergency hatch. Or you're at a party and someone comments on the weather, and it feels like your consciousness quietly exits your body. For some people, small talk is a mild nuisance. For others, it feels genuinely painful. So what's actually going on? Why do casual conversations feel effortless to some and unbearable to others? The answer digs much deeper into human psychology than most people realize. First type, their brain is wired for depth. Neuroscience shows that some people have a high need for cognition. Their minds are constantly seeking meaning, complexity, and substance. When you ask them, "How was your weekend?" their brain doesn't register curiosity, it registers emptiness. Research suggests they get very little dopamine from surface-level exchanges. To them, small talk feels like being served air when they're starving for real food. But give them a conversation about ideas, purpose, fear, philosophy, or anything that actually matters, and something flips. They come alive. They're animated, curious, engaged. They aren't antisocial, they're just uninterested in conversations that lead nowhere. Silence feels more honest than pretending to care about someone's commute. Second type, small talk feels like acting, and they're exhausted. For these people, casual conversation isn't simple. It's mentally draining. While you're chatting without thinking, their brain is running a dozen background processes. Am I saying the right thing? Did that sound awkward? Should I smile more? Ask another question? Did that pause last too long? Psychologists call this cognitive load. Every word, expression, and pause is analyzed in real time. The result? They're so busy monitoring themselves that they're not actually present. The conversation feels artificial, disconnected, like watching themselves from outside their own body. Over time, their brain associates small talk with stress, so they start avoiding it. Not because they dislike people, but because the emotional cost is too high. Third type, they've seen through the script. This group has realized something most people never stop to question. Small talk is largely ritualized performance. Someone asks, "How are you?" You say, "Good," even when you're not. Someone asks about your weekend. You give the approved response and move on. We're trained from childhood to follow these scripts. They keep things polite and smooth, but they also keep everything shallow. No risk, no honesty, no real connection. For people who deeply value authenticity, this doesn't just feel boring, it feels false. Every automatic question and polite lie feels like a tiny betrayal of who they actually are. Psychologists refer to this as existential authenticity. To these people, small talk isn't social glue, it's a cage. Here's the part almost no one mentions. People who hate small talk tend to be unusually comfortable with silence, truly comfortable. Most people panic when conversation stalls. They rush to fill the gap with anything, weather, traffic, weekend plans. But these people don't. Silence doesn't scare them because they've learned that quiet can be more genuine than forced chatter. Silence says, "I don't need to perform for you. I'm okay just being here." That level of ease is rare. Most humans can't tolerate even 30 seconds of quiet without feeling exposed. Now about the stereotype. People often assume that if you hate small talk, you think you're smarter, deeper, or better than everyone else. Sure, a few people fit that mold, but most don't. In reality, it's often the opposite. It's vulnerability. Small talk is safe. Nobody gets hurt discussing the weather. Real conversation is risky. You reveal yourself. You risk being misunderstood, judged, or rejected. So when someone skips the script and goes straight to depth, they're not being arrogant, they're being brave. They're choosing connection over comfort. And here's the final truth. Hating small talk doesn't mean hating people. Studies show these individuals often have fewer friends, but far deeper ones. They'd rather have 2 people who truly know them than 20 who only know their weekend highlights. For them, surface-level conversation doesn't build connection, it delays it. Every minute spent skimming is a minute not going deeper. So if you hate small talk, you're not broken. your brain may crave meaning. You may be tired of performing, or maybe you've seen the social script and can't unsee it. You're not cold, you're just done with shallow. And if someone seems uncomfortable with casual conversation, maybe don't label them rude or awkward. Maybe they're just waiting for something real. The real question is, which one are you, and are you ready for what that says about you?